Hey guys, it's so good to be with you today. It's the little things, y'all. Have you been like me where you just feel like, is this really doing anything? Are all these efforts that I'm making toward healthy habits, are they making a difference? Well, there's some times that I definitely feel the difference and I know that it's making a difference. There are other times I'm just wondering, is it really making a difference? Well, I want to share a story with you today that really encouraged me. I think it's going to encourage you as well. It's about the British cycling team. So this British cycling team had a 100-year history of mediocrity. They did not do very well, to the point there was a cycle manufacturer who would not even allow them to purchase bikes because he did not want his name associated with them, fearing that it was going to reduce his sales. So in and amongst that, come on the scene Dale Brailsford, a new coach. And this new coach began to teach his team that they were going to turn the team around doing 1% changes in a lot of different areas, just looking for small things that they could do that were going to make a difference in the way that they had the outcome of what they were doing. So 1% improvements in a lot of different areas, and just a relentless search for these areas. So these are the kinds of things that they came up with in the search for improvement. They looked at new bike seats and making sure they were comfortable. They took alcohol and wiped down the tires just to make sure there was no obstruction and that they were performing well. They put monitors on the athlete just to make sure that each athlete was at his or her peak performance. They looked at the best fabrics for the cycling suit. And then even massage gels for muscle recovery, researching things like that. They researched things like just better hygiene to keep the athletes a little bit healthier, and to reduce ways of getting sick. They searched mattresses so that the athletes would get a good night's sleep. All of these little things, right down to even painting the inside of the van that carried the bicycles, painting that white to make sure that there was no dust or anything that could hinder the performance. And what was the outcome of this? All of these little things? Well, you talk about the over 100 years of mediocrity, and then in just 5 years, with these continual small improvements, they turned the team around to where in that Olympics that followed, they were the dominators. They took 60% of the medals. And then the following Olympics, they did even better, with many of them setting individual goals and wins on top of that. I think our healthy habits are similar. It reminds me of this, how that, how that sometimes we make these little improvements and we may not realize what a big impact they're making. And I really would encourage people to write down the things that ail you when you start doing healthy things, because I think sometimes we don't realize how good we feel until we look back and we're like, oh yeah, well, I don't get headaches anymore, or I have more energy than I used to. So I would really encourage you, as you begin to take on more healthy habits, that you would write some of those things down, because I believe that you're really going to notice that it makes a difference over time with the continual improvements. So just remember that a ship's course is completely changed. The destination is changed with just a 1 degree change in their destination course. And so I believe it's the same with us. It's not about just searching for the next diet. It's about making continual habits and continual improvement. So we're going to be talking about habits, about making the 12 components of a healthy day that we've been talking about. We're going to be talking more about how we can make those habits. Some of those I'm really good at. Some of them I need some work. There are probably some of them you need to work at too, and we're going to do that together. I think it's going to help us, and I'm looking forward to it. So I will look forward to sharing more of that. We're going to break those down into bite-sized pieces that we can begin to do, and I look forward to seeing you there. All right, see you next time. God bless you, babe.